So I'm going to start cutting out this here, and this is where it starts getting a bit, once you do this there's no going back, so wish me luck, guys. Okay, so this is the moment I'm going to start removing the plastic from the inside of the stock. There is no going back. Once I do this, I've got to finish the bedding job or buy myself a new stock. My friend Martin has been extremely kind, and he has lent me his Dremel multi, more versatile than a Swiss Army knife, and I'm going to use this kind of like reamer bit to start off with and see how I get on to start cutting out the plastic, so we'll see how it goes. Well, the first cut is always the hardest. You can see I've been taking away this material here, and that's at the original height. That's where the recoil stop goes, and I've taken that down, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters, and I'm going to take it down a lot lower than that. Okay, so I've taken it down a bit more. I've taken it down in the middle here, rather than taking out the whole lot, and that allows me to see how far I've actually gone down and how much plastic I've taken out here. This here is the original level, so you can see, I don't know if I turn it that way, you can see that I've taken out maybe 4 or 5 millimeters. I'm going to take it down a bit more, and then I'm going to take out this rib here, and I'm going to take out this rib and this central bit, and although the action ends here, I'm going to bed beyond the action. Now some people don't like to do that because you know, they feel that it just should be the action that's bedded and then the barrel should be completely free floating, but that's only about an inch beyond the recoil stop, and I think that's perfectly acceptable to bed right up to that point there. So once I've gone down as far as I want to go, I will take out this rib here, that rib there, and this rib here. That rib and this rib and that rib there. So there you go, guys, that's me taking out all the material that I want to. There's where the recoil stop is, and I've taken that rib, that central rib, down from that height there down. I haven't taken it out altogether to provide it with some integral strength, but I've pretty much taken it down a lot lower than what I've taken this block down. Probably see it better if I do it like back. You can see how far I've taken it down. Like I said, this is a learning experience, so we'll see if what I've done is correct when we come to bed it. But I'm bedding in front of the barrel as well as behind it, only about an inch, but this is to make the best possible bedding block that we can do. Now what I'm going to do is, very carefully, I'm just going to cut out some of this area here around this hole, being careful I won't come any further past the edge of the action hole there, and I'll cut this area out here, but I won't come any further past that action hole because I want there to be something for the action to sit on when we screw it down, so you know it doesn't sink right into the stock. And then I'm gonna very carefully with the sanding tool, I'm gonna very carefully take out a little bit of this material as well, here and here and down this side here, where the action would sit. So I'm going to take some of that out with a sanding tool, not with that kind of almost like a milling machine tool, but that only took me about an hour with the Dremel just to Dremel all that out. Being very careful, of course, taking my time about it. So I'm going to take out the plastic here at this action hole, and I'm going to be very careful how I do it. So let's have a bash at this.